Miss Shelley again, and I'm so excited that we get to do yoga together today. So, I just wanted to remind everybody that yoga is for everyone, and your body might not look quite like my body when we're doing things, and that makes sense. Everyone's body is different. So just do what feels right for your body, and watch what I'm doing and listen to what I say, but make sure that you're having a lot of fun. And I also want to remind everybody that if anything hurts, like you will feel stretches when you stretch out your arms, but if all of a sudden you have an ouch, just take a break and you can either sit crisscross applesauce, you can go into child's pose, which looks like this, or you can even just take a lie down on your mat or the floor or your towel, wherever you're practicing. And you don't have to have a mat to practice, but if you have one, go ahead and roll it out. Otherwise, you could use a towel, you could use a carpeted floor, whatever feels comfy for doing yoga together. All right, and then our very last thing is we have to remember to have fun, but I think that is the easiest part. Okay, so today we're doing our class for March, and in March there's all kinds of different weather, but one of the weathers that comes around a lot is storms. It can start to rain more, right? So I thought for our warm-up, we would do sort of a fun moving breath today, and it's called a storm breath. All right, so let's sit crisscross applesauce, find a comfortable seat, and we're gonna bring our hands, and we're gonna bring them together, and we're just gonna start to rub them. Do you hear that? All right, so we're gonna rub them, and this is the wind. A lot of times the wind picks up right before a storm. So there's wind coming, and then go ahead and pat your legs. That's the raindrops. You can even use your fingertips for the really gentle raindrops to start. Pat, 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 pat. And then it's getting heavier and louder. There is a lot of rain out there. Go faster and faster. And then clap the lightning and the thunder. And clap the lightning and the thunder. Do it one more time. Big arms, clap for lightning. Big stomps for thunder. Oh boy, it's getting really stormy out there. Then bring your legs back together. There's big fat raindrops coming down. But look, they're getting lighter and lighter and even lighter. See the quietest sound you can make with your fingertips. Then we'll bring our hands back together. There's still some wind, but it's getting slower and slower and quieter till all of a sudden the storm's over. Great work. You can put your hands on your belly, take a breath in, and let it out. Let's do one more. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Great work. All right, so after a storm, do you know what comes sometimes when you look up in the sky and the sun comes out after a storm? A rainbow. And those are one of my favorite things that happen in nature. It's so cool to see all the colors streak through the sky. So I thought we would do some rainbow stretches together to keep warming up our body. So we're going to sit crisscross applesauce still, and we're going to take one hand and bring it right by the other hand on one knee. You can pick either hand is fine. And we're going to sit up nice and tall as we do this. And we want it to feel like our head is right over our chest and is right over our seat, kind of in one straight line. It might not look straight, but you want to feel that. Then we'll know we're sitting nice and tall. And we're going to breathe in. And as we breathe in, raise our arm up. And as we breathe out, put it behind us. We're going to twist gently behind us. All right, so we'll try that again. And we're going to paint our hand back and forth and do all the colors of the rainbow. Are you ready? All right, so we're going to go red, breathe in. Good job. Orange, bring your arm back. Yellow, bring your arm behind you. Green, bring your arm back. Blue, indigo, and purple. Bring it behind you. And then once more, bring the whole rainbow back. Good work. Let's try that on the other side now. So wherever your hands were, whichever knee they were on before, switch them to the other knee. Remember to sit up nice and tall. And we're going to use the other arm, all right? So we're going to breathe in. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple, and bring it all the way back. Paint that whole rainbow through the sky. Great work. And then bring both hands to your knees. That was wonderful. All right, so now that we've painted our rainbow and we've had our storm journey, we are going to warm up our bodies and our breath by singing a song together. So this one, we're going to start sitting. You can actually do all the moves sitting if you'd like, if that's more comfortable in your body. But we are going to get up and move around a little as well if that's what you feel like doing today. All right. So we're going to bring our hands together and you're going to want to listen. It follows the same pattern with a bunch of different moves. So if you're just kind of listening to the first one and then catch in as we keep going through more moves, that works great. So bring our hands together and we're going to go clap, clap, clap our hands together. Clap, clap, clap our hands together. And then this is the trickier part. Slowly, slowly clap our hands. Slowly clap our hands. Quickly, quickly clap our hands. Quickly clap our hands. Good work. Now we're going to move on to our feet. So bring your feet out in front of you. And it goes like this. You can put your hands down to your side if you need a little more support. Stomp, stomp, stomp our feet. Stomp our feet together. Stomp, stomp, stomp our feet. Stomp our feet together. Slowly, slowly stomp our feet. Slowly stomp our feet. Quickly, quickly stomp our feet. Quickly stomp our feet. Good job. All right, now we're going to do a few different yoga poses. So we're going to do flower pose if you remember that one. So we bring our feet together, we take our flower buds and put them under our legs, and you can either lift your legs or leave them on the ground if that makes you feel a little too wobbly. And you can always put your feet back down if you start to feel wobbly. All right, so make fists, and we go bloom, bloom, bloom our buds together. Bloom, bloom, bloom our buds together. Slowly, slowly bloom our buds. Slowly bloom our buds. Quickly, quickly bloom our buds. Quickly bloom our buds. Good job. Now keep your feet together and bring your antenna up. And we're going to flap our wings. Our legs are going to be our wings like a butterfly, all right? Flap, flap, flap our wings together. Flap, flap, flap our wings together. Slowly, slowly flap our wings. Slowly flap our wings. Quickly, quickly flap our wings. Quickly flap our wings. Nice job. Now we're going to be dogs. And we're going to wag our tails. So we're going to get into down dog. And if you want to stay sitting, you can just wag your tail like this, all right? So everyone get into down dog. Push up and back. And we're going to go like this. Wag, wag, wag our tails together. Wag, wag, wag our tails together. Slowly, slowly wag our tails. Slowly wag our tails. Quickly, quickly wag our tails. Quickly wag our tails. Nice job. And now the last one, we're going to do a little bit of spinning. So make sure you have a little room to spin. If you're staying sitting, you can just spin your arms like this. Otherwise, jump up and join me. I'll make sure I have room too. Spin, spin, spin around together. Spin, spin, spin around together. Slowly, slowly spin around. Slowly spin around. Quickly, quickly spin around. Quickly, quickly spin around. Nice work. I was spinning so fast, I almost lost my words. Now, if you spun like me, it's good to take a little bit of a breath and a little bit of a focus break afterwards. So we're just gonna do the same pose we did before, flower pose. Bring our feet together, bring our hands and put them underneath, and we're gonna do flower breath. And remember, you can keep your feet on the ground if that makes you feel more comfortable, or lift them up for a little bit of a balance challenge. And we're gonna make our fists, and we're gonna breathe in and open our fists, and breathe out, and close our fists. Now, if it feels comfortable, you can even close your eyes as we do this. And we're gonna count a little as we breathe, because that helps us keep focus on our breath, I guess. So we'll breathe in for 1, 2, 3, and out for 1, 2, 3. Let's do that 2 more times. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and out, 1, 2, 3. If you have your eyes closed, remember to keep doing your flower butt hands. Breathe in, 1, 2, 3, and out, 1, 2, 3. All right, if you had your eyes closed, go ahead and open them and come out of the pose. Just bring your hands out from under your legs. And now we're going to do something called sun salutations. Now you might have heard these if you've ever done a yoga class before. Some teachers do sun salutations. They're just a series of movements or poses for our body that help give us some energy, and they can help our mind get a little more clear and focused, and they can also just warm our bodies up. Like we actually feel getting warmer as we do them. Now, I did one that we modified a little. We made it special for March, because like we talked about, March is a really weird month. Sometimes it's snowing, and then the next day it's sunny, and then the next day it might be raining, or it might stay sunny the whole month. You never know what's going to happen, right? You could get a snow day, or you could be out at the park and it's super warm out. So I made up one that'll help us think about all the different kinds of things that could happen in March. And we're going to try it 2 different ways. We're going to start sitting, and then we're also going to do it standing, so that you can see the 2 different ways it can be done, and you can choose whichever one's right for your body. If you watch this class again, you could do standing both times through, or if sitting feels more comfortable, go ahead and do that. You could even do this from a chair. You don't even have to be on the ground. So we're going to take our legs, and we're going to put them out in front of us, and we're going to do that tall position with our body again, right? So our head feels like it's over our chest, feels like it's over our seat. All right, and we're going to breathe in and raise our arms really tall over our head, and we're an icicle right now. And what do icicles do when it starts to get a little too warm out? That's right, they start to melt and drip and melt, right? So we're going to breathe in, and then breathe out. And we're going to fold over at our hips. Fold over any amount. You might reach your toes. You might just be about here, or you might fold all the way over. And then, since it's March, maybe it starts to get cold again, and that icicle starts to grow. So lift yourself up halfway with a nice straight back. Oh, maybe you're going to keep growing. You're going to grow. Oh, nope, it's March. It's way too warm. You're going to melt again. And now you're an icicle puddle. And then we're going to breathe in again and slowly roll back up. Raise our arms overhead like you're holding a big ball, and we're going to pretend that we're the sun. The big bright sun's out now. And since the sun's out, maybe we'll see another one of those rainbows. So we're going to reach over and grab one hand and then lean to the side. This is called a rainbow stretch. We'll take a breath here in and out. Nice work. Come back to the center. Switch your hands. So grab the wrist of the other hand and lean over any amount. And if this is too tricky, you can just keep your arms wide too and be a rainbow stretch that way. All right, and then we're going to come back to center. And then we're going to put our hands up and then bring them down at our sides, sitting nice and tall, and be like a mountain, tall and proud, shining in the sun. All right. So now we're going to try that one standing. If standing doesn't work for you today, stay sitting and do just what we did right along with me. Otherwise, we'll try it up on our feet. So, do you remember what we did? We started out as a big, tall icicle. So you can bring your feet together, or you can leave them apart if you need a little more grounding and stability when you're standing. Otherwise, go ahead and do this. Bring your arms together, and then we're going to breathe in And we're gonna melt over, bend at your waist and melt, melt, melt. You might come all the way to the ground. You might not, that's okay too. And then we're gonna breathe it in and come up halfway with a straight back, because, oh, we got a little cold again. Maybe we can grow. Nope, sun's too warm. Melt all the way back down. Then we're gonna take a nice deep breath in and raise our bodies up, 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 up. And we're the sun. And then we're gonna do our rainbow stretches again to both sides. So go ahead and grab your wrist or just keep your arms wide. I'll do arms wide this time. Stretch to one side. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back to center. Breathe in and stretch over to this side. Breathe out. And come back to the center. And then bring your arms down to your side in a big, tall, strong mountain pose. Let the sun shine on your face. And you're all done. So that was sun salutations. We did them a little differently today, and we tried to have fun with the March weather and all the different crazy things that can happen. Now, what's another thing that happens this month? Let's think about that. If you've ever read How to Catch a Leprechaun, St. Patrick's Day happens in March. And that's a really fun book. I like to read that one with my kids. I thought we might pretend that we are the leprechauns. So if we are the leprechauns, what's something we probably need to do? This time of year, we probably need to hide our gold. Now, we could hide it at the end of the rainbow, but I think most people know that story. They know the legend that the gold stays at the end of the rainbow. That's where they might come looking for it. So let's try to think of some other ideas. Let's bring our feet together. We're going to do our butterfly legs again, but we're going to pretend that we have a big pot of gold here. Well, actually, we just have a big pot right here. We need to fill it with all the gold. And all that gold is very heavy, but I know we can do it together. So we're going to reach over here, scoop, and put a big pile in. Good work. Reach over here, scoop, big pile in. Let's keep going. Reach and scoop. Reach and scoop. Reach and scoop. Reach and scoop. And maybe there's one more big pile right out there. Can we try to go over our pot and get it? Let's go over, reach, scoop, and dump it in the pot. Great work. So now you have your giant leprechaun pot of gold. Now where could we hide it? What do you think? We could maybe hide it in a cave. What would a cave look like? Maybe we could get into downward dog and make ourselves into a cave and hide the gold beneath it. So back to our dog position. And we take our gold pot and we scoop it underneath. Maybe we try it on the other side too. Make sure it's all the way under there. Great work. Well, that looks good and hidden, but it's got a really wide opening. People might be able to find it too easily. How about we try somewhere else? Okay, come out of your dog. Let's see, the cave had too wide of an opening. Maybe we could put it on the very tippy top of a mountain. What do you think? You remember our mountain pose? Let's give that a try. So first, we're going to have to climb up that mountain. Climb and climb and climb and climb. Maybe climb over here. Oh, mountains have switchbacks, so we really need to climb. Reach and climb and climb and climb. Oh, we made it. Okay. Stand in your tall mountain. Take that pot of gold, lift it up, 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 and put it right on the tippy top. Good work. No one's going to find it here. Uh-oh. There's a rainbow, and the rainbow's pointing right to the top of the mountain. Everyone's going to find it here. We better try somewhere else. Okay. So, where could we put it? You know what? We went through a forest on the way up to the mountain. Maybe we could hide it in some of those trees. Let's try that. So climb back down the mountain, climb back down. All right. So, do you remember tree pose? Let's give it a try. You can put your foot here and balance this way. You can put your foot on the lower part of your leg, or you can lift it all the way up on the inner part of your leg. Just don't put it on your knee, because then you might tip over and hurt yourself. All right, so we take our pot of gold and we put it up in the tree. Put your arms up. Oh, it's windy. It's windy. I don't think our pot of gold is going to stay in this tree. It looks a little too flimsy. It's not a sturdy tree. We better go find a more sturdy tree. take the pot of gold out. Okay, keep walking, keep walking. Oh, there's one right over there. Okay, so we're going to take our other leg, the other leg that you didn't use before for tree. Get into your tree pose. Grab your pot of gold, put it up. Oh, look how sturdy this tree is. This one is perfect. Great. But you know what? It's so sturdy that I think people could climb it easily too, and they'll find the gold. We better try finding one more spot. Okay, let's find one more spot. Where else could we put this gold? You know what? We passed that lovely lake on the way up the mountain and through the forest. Let's go there. Let's go to the lake. Oh, there it is. All right. So now we're going to try to put it in the lake, but we don't want to get ourselves wet. So this one can be a little tricky. If you can, I'll turn on my side so you can see me. Follow along with me, but you can always put your feet flat on the ground if you feel like you're going to tip over, okay? We are going to go up on our toes. Up, 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 up. And you can go really high, or you can just go a little bit. And we're going to hold our pot of gold. And we're going to crouch. Crouch, 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 crouch. Oh, great. There it is. And we're going to reach the gold to the ground. And again, put those feet down if this is too tricky. Reach it to the ground. Look at that. We did it. We hit it. Uh-oh. But the sun's out. Do you remember the rainbow from before? The sun's out. It's shining right off the pot of gold, so anyone that walks past the lake is going to be able to see it. We better scoop that pot out. Okay, back up on our toes. We don't want to get wet. Crouch, 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 crouch. Grab that pot. You know what? I think we probably just better keep it at our house. I think that's the safest spot. So we'll go back home. We'll sit back down. We'll put our pot right where it started. We'll scoop all the gold out. Hide it all around our house. Scoop, 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 scoop. One more big scoop. There we go. I guess we just have to put the pot away. We hid the gold in our house, and we'll try to find a new spot another day. It's pretty hard being a sneaky leprechaun, isn't it? All right. So now we've done storm journeys. We've pretended to be a leprechaun. We learned a little bit about sun salutations. I think it's time to start doing a little bit of a cool down. So we're going to roll to our backs. Go ahead and sit. I'm going to take out, if you have any hair clips in, go ahead and take them out so you don't hit them on the back of the ground. And we're going to put our feet out like this. You can hold right under your the tops of your legs, your thighs, and roll back. And you can roll forward again. This one's a really fun move. Roll back, roll forward, roll back, and then slowly bring your feet down to the ground. Keep your body, your upper body down on the ground. All right, so now what we're going to do is our very final rainbow stretch. Now, there's two different ways to do it, and I'm going to show you. Whichever one's most comfortable, that's the one you want to do today. So you can keep your body flat on the ground like mine is, and just breathe in, and raise your arms up over your head, and then breathe in again, and on the exhale, bring them back. Or, if you want to try, you can do bridge pose, and we move with the rainbow arms, all right? So either one's just great. I'll show you the bridge one now. So we're going to breathe in, raise our arms overhead, then breathe in once more, and as you breathe out, slowly lower your body back down. So again, it looks like this, breathing in, arms over your head. Breathe out, bring those arms back down. Or you can do another bridge. Breathe in, hold your body up, and then breathe out, arms back down. We're going to do that one more time. You pick which move you want to do. I'm going to do the bridge, I think, this time. So breathe in, arms up and overhead like a big rainbow, and then breathe out, arms all the way down at your side. All right, and now we're going to just do a very gentle journey, guided journey, and you can pull yourself up in a blanket if you have one handy. You can also put the blanket right under your head if you want. I'll show you how that could look. So you could bundle yourself up if you want to be extra cozy. If your house is pretty warm, you might want to put it under your head, or you can just lie flat on the ground. And we're going to put our hands at our sides, And stretch our feet out nice and long. Maybe give your fingers and feet a little bit of a wiggle before you find a little bit of stillness in your body. And then we're going to imagine what it might be like to travel through a rainbow. So we're going to start at the bottom, and we're in the red layer. And we feel the red just going through our whole body, and our body's getting heavy and melting into the ground. And then we travel up, and it starts to get a little lighter. We see the orange, we see the yellow, and we're totally surrounded by the warm colors. And we feel every muscle and every bone of our body just relaxing a little bit more. Then we keep going. We see the green color, the blues. I love where the green and blues blend and turn into a teal. Maybe you'll spot your favorite color too. We breathe in, and we let it all out as we breathe out. And then it starts to get a little darker, but still quite lovely. It goes from the blues to the purples, and we breathe in again. And breathe out, let everything relax. And then soon we're through the rainbow, and we're relaxing in the puffy white clouds. And we feel our body just floating gently on a cloud. We know that it's wonderful that we took this time to relax. We did all that great movement, and now we're just giving our body a little bit of time to be still and calm. Go ahead and take 3 more breaths at your own pace. On your next exhale, go ahead and roll over to one side. And you can take your hands and put them right beneath your head like a little pillow. Take the deepest breath you've taken all day and let it out on a sigh. Then breathe in once more. And on the exhale, go ahead and push back up to sitting. Nice work. Now everyone just find a comfortable seat. You can sit crisscross, you can sit on your knees, you could even stay laying if that's more comfy right now. And I just want to say thank you so much for coming today. We're going to sing one more song together. We're going to do our Namaste Song, and then we're all done for the day. And I had so much fun getting to practice with you today. I hope you really enjoyed this class, and I hope I get to see you again sometime soon. So let's bring our hands together like a big high five to ourselves, bring them towards our heart, and we'll sing our song together. My inner light, it shines for you. Your inner light is shining too. The beauty in me sees the beauty in you. Namaste. Let's do it one more time. My inner light, it shines for you. Your inner light is shining too. The beauty in me sees the beauty in you. Namaste. Thank you so much. My inner rainbow sees your inner rainbow, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.